Yana first as always. How do you do it? Hello. Hello, everybody. How's it been? It's been good. Just been a widow tired. Hello. Good morning from Cali. Good morning to Cali. It's like, what, like 9 in the morning right now in Cali? Yo, what's up, Blake? Jaden. I did hear about the Frontiers DLC. I sure did. In fact, I have it open right now. Sight, sounds, and speed. Update coming March 22nd. It's 33% off. If you haven't played it, play it now. Play it now. Experience Sonic like never before. Read the comic here online and watch the animation here. Wow. Wait, they're putting it on the Epic Store coming soon? Who cares? Is there anybody who's actually going to go out of their way to get it on Epic Game Store? I don't. For some reason, I don't. I mean, there's gotta be somebody, right? Aside from me being late, thoughts on the upcoming DLC? What does me being late have anything to do with my thoughts on the DLC? It's a birthday present for me, right? It sure is, yep. It sure is. Do I think we'll be getting Boss Rush? Is that what they said would be in the first update? I actually don't remember. No, I think the Boss Rush was part of Update 2, right? Will I read the Archie spin-offs like Sonic X, Sonic Universe, Sonic Boom? Check the spreadsheet. It's at the top of the chat. With newly added features and modes, experience the sights and sounds. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the Boss Rush is in Update 1. Never mind. Photo mode. Oh, shit. Kingdom Valley. Oh, I saw Kingdom Valley. Open your heart, it doesn't matter. Mystic Ruin, live and learn. Yo, playing Mystic Ruins on the first Kronos Island. Stardust Speedway. I think I saw Red Mountain too. What else did I see? I'm Here, Mushroom Hill, Panic Palm Tree, Emerald Coast. New challenge modes. Race through 7 cyberspace tracks back to back in this time attack mode while completing against the clock. That's a cool idea. Battle through several rounds against increasingly tough enemies, guardians, and titans in this timed battle mode. Aim for the clearest time with your leveled up Sonic. If you achieve a higher rank, you may get a special surprise. I wonder what that is. Additional changes to improve your experience while exploring the Starfall Islands. The power boost animation can be toggled in the options menu. The power boost animation can be what does that mean? The Starfall slot machine can be toggled in the option. You can turn the Starfall slot machine off? Interesting. Cyberspace levels can be restarted mid-level. Could you not do that before? I didn't even know you couldn't do that. When upgrading Sonic, multiple Coco. Yes! Yay! Holy shit! Okay. Emmy, 4 months. Thank you so much. I guess how many times you said check the spreadsheet in the Sonic Marathon. No. Did you actually? No, there's no way. There's no way you went and counted how many times I did it. There's no way. I missed a membership? No, I didn't. I literally just, dude, you can't have someone join and then 2 seconds later be like, you missed one. It's like, dude, you need to chill. I swear, you need to chill. The movie boosts like boost animation. Oh, I see what, I see. You made a video of every... Nah, you did not. I need to see that. You need to send that to me. Can you play songs from other game? In this update, yes. I saw someone ask am I excited for the DLC? Yeah. This is pretty good. Like, it's nothing, in my opinion, it's nothing too game-changing. But I feel like that's kind of the point, right? Like, I was telling Nate, I went to visit Nathan on Saturday. And I was telling him how, like, annoyed I was getting at, like, people online. Who were like, where's the DLC for Frontiers? It's like, bro, chill. The game just came out, like, 5 months ago. Like, calm down, dude. People were, like, asking for the DLC, like, a week after the game. People were asking for a DLC before the game came out. And it's just, like, it really sucks that we're in a climate in video games where people want downloadable content to a game that hasn't even been released, and they don't have hands-on experience for. You know what I mean? Yeah, where's the immediate DLC? Exactly. They have to let be bump Pumpkin Hill. What? Why would you want to by turning it off? You're basically shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, more of a challenge. I personally don't think I would, but you can press a single button and reset the level without pressing pause first. Oh, is that true? Because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, couldn't you restart cyberspace? I thought you could. Cyberspace levels can be restarted mid-level. Could you, though? Because I know that you can, like, try again, but could you restart it mid-level already, or no? After you update it with the counter, nice. It's like if you asked for a job before you graduate. I mean, to be fair, people sometimes do get, like, internships and stuff before they graduate, while they're still in school. But I feel like this is very different because it's a product. So it's just like, let the product be first, and then, you know, like, ask for the updates and everything that you want to be updated, and then let them work on it. Because these are some, for example, especially the multiple cocoa thing. That's a quality of life improvement. You know, a lot of us complained about it because it's like, why would you not be allowed to do this multiple times, you know, per hermit cocoa or per elder cocoa? So that's like a quality of life upgrade. Some of these other ones is just like, oh, the Starfall slot machine. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating when you're just, like, going through the game. You're trying to speedrun it. Dude, this is going to be amazing for speedrunners, right? But at the same time, like, not everybody's a speedrunner. So it's just like, it may or may not impact your experience with it. The power boost animation, same. It's really an aesthetic thing. But they're just, like, little improvements, which are really nice. Some of them are probably kind of easy, honestly. Like, the upgrade thing must have been an easy thing to fix. These two must have been easy things to fix. I mean, all these two, like, I think all of these points must have been pretty easy to fix. But they figured, we'll just include it with update 1. With battle rush modes, challenge modes, like, all these things are, like, new systems that they need to implement. But we're also going from, like, more simple things to more complicated things. Like, that's why the third one is story DLC, right? It's like if people were asking, where's all the story DLC now? It's just like, dude, they're still working on it. Chill out. Didn't I used to stream on Saturday and Sunday? I mean, I used to, but I have other things to... I have a life outside of my work. You wasted at least an hour of your life trying to level up Sonic to max stats. I mean, you're still going to spend time, like, getting the cocoa and stuff, but it's going to be way easier now to cash them into the Elder and the Hermit, which is nice. That's way better. But you get so many purple coins from it. No, that's true. No, I agree. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Or I'm not saying you should, like, turn off the slot machine stuff, but I mean, it's an option if you want to, you know? Internet chill, not scientifically plausible. He was so young, only 20 issues old. Wait, this is a statue in He's dead now.
We dedicate this statue to Sonic, a true hero who sacrificed himself for freedom.
I can't believe he's really gone! Has Dr. Robotnik finally beaten Sonic? Find out in this issue's story of Sonic Beats Eggman! Oh, goodness. He died for the DLC.
Sonic, this is crazy. If the SWAT bots see us, we'll never locate and destroy Robotnik's antimatter machine.
Chill, Sal. We've got to take risks. Besides, this gives us a chance to chat.
Oh, it's a De Cesare story. Good.
How can you make jokes? With an antimatter device, Robotnik could make himself and all of his bots invisible and unstoppable.
Wait, that's what antimatter does?
Sonic, stop! Let's listen to Nicole.
Huh?
I am picking up a heavy concentration of antimatter emissions.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Be careful, Sonic. That must be Robotnik's antimatter machine.
Wait, didn't you have... Oh, never mind. Wait a second. It looks like she should have her jacket here in the corner, but she doesn't. They're like going back and forth between her having her jacket or not.
Have you seen Robotnik lately? This could be his new food processor.
That's weird. There are no guards around.
Weren't there literally guards? We saw a SWAT bot, didn't we? Yeah, there were a couple of... Oh, I guess this was a different room. Never mind.
Doesn't matter. They couldn't stop me. No, neither could Robotub.
Well,
what? You think I'm not tough enough to get the job done?
No, it's...
Sound unsure. No skin on my spines. Gotta juice and sabotage this oversized lava lamp.
Did I know that Sean Schemmel voiced Black Doom? Yes, I sure did. Antimatter can do whatever the plot demands you to do. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Sonic, wait, it could be a trap.
Huh?
Oh no, the entrance is sealed. Sonic is trapped. Why didn't he listen? Dunk, dunk.
Sally was right. Why didn't I listen? Sal, can you hear me?
No, but I can, Hedgehog. I started the rumor about my antimatter machine to lure you here. The truth is, I failed in getting the device to work. But the antimatter won't matter once you've been roboticized. And your speed won't help you because there's no escape. Well, it's your turn to say something.
Hello? There's still a chance. I'll set Rotor's homemade bomb to go off. And cut through that door with a sonic spin before it Yipes! I tripped!
Really? That's how you get defeated? Is okay. Hours later.
Sally, are you all right?
You were supposed to meet us here an hour ago, Sugar. There was an explosion at Robotnik's headquarters. I barely got out alive. Where's Sonic? He was caught in the explosion. There's no way he could have survived. Sally, what are you saying? I'm saying that Sonic is gone, Tails. He sacrificed himself to destroy a device that would have doomed the freedom fighters. He died a hero. Phooey, I don't believe it. Sonic is the greatest man alive and nothing could destroy him. He is eternal. He is my god. You must put the face to the facts, Tails. Sonic was always so full of the spirit. And now, he is the spirit.
Is this really the end of Sonic? Keep reading to find out. I mean, I feel like Sally's right. You know, like, if she looks like hell, if she got, like, really hurt, and she was outside the epicenter of the explosion, it's gonna be some weird shit like, oh, Sonic actually, like, spin dashed through the floor and escaped, and so that's why he's fine. What did you miss last stream and this stream? I mean, you had time to look at the last one. I genuinely couldn't tell you what happened in the last stream. so much. We read like through 4 different comics. I just know that we had like more Sally in it. I think we had like a Tails story in there where he like beats Robotnik himself. Sonic is simply so fast he moved to later panels. Honestly, Greg, you're joking, but that's totally something that Archie would do. So far, given the rules of Archie, that is 100% something he would have done. He used the inches. Yeah, some weird shit like that. Dear reader, due to the sad turn of events, the Sonic logo is no longer needed. But wait, is that a word balloon emerging from the debris? Wow.
Man.
Dude, I love that, like, they try to scare you into it, like, because Sonic's dead, I mean, we can't use a logo anymore. Oh, who's that? Is that Sonic speaking? Like, oh yeah, Nicole showed up last stream, true.
Man, somebody has seriously disregarded the no smoking policy in this place. I knew I could do it. Robotnik thought he could trap me, but I saw right through his trick.
Holy shit, are you actually just a ghost right now?
Whoa, that steel door just missed me. But it couldn't have. Yeah! Where'd I go? I can't see myself. Something strange is going on here. Gotta get back to Knothole.
You know, I never thought about it, but like being a spirit might kind of, like, if that was a thing, that's kind of how it would be. Like, what if you were just a consciousness and like you tried looking at your arm and there's just nothing? You're like, what the fuck? Like, how do I even see anything if I have no eyes? Like, how would that even work? How was my weekend? It was good. It was fun. I was very exhausted on Saturday. Because I went to go see some friends, and I was driving basically all day.
So there's the gang.
Oh, soon.
There's the gang. Hey guys, it's me. It's Sonic.
So, we dedicate this statue of our fallen comrade, the bravest freedom fighter of them all.
When did they make this statue? When? When wouldn't they have had the time? Also, why is Rotor's hat white? Isn't it? Damn, Tails is pissed. He is angry. Oh, okay. It's not, okay. I could see them having time to make this, for sure.
Sonic, what kind of heroic statue is that, Rotor?
It was the best I could do, Sally. He just died. Give me a break. Tails is our best artist, but he wouldn't take the job.
I refuse to believe that my buddy Sonic is dead. He's not. I don't believe it at all.
Tails is right, dudes. See? I'm right here. Check it out.
Get real, Tails. From now on, we'll be fighting Robotnik without Sonic's help. So you won't...
No, you won't, Sal. Just turn around and... It's no use. They can't even see me, hear me, or even touch me. I'm a ghost.
Damn. That's what's up. It's really, you get to see Sonic in like a desperate situation where he's like kind of gonna give up. And I'm kind of for it.
Might as well go live by myself in the forest. What am I saying? I can't live anywhere. Because I'm not alive. There must be some advantage to being a ghost. Let's see. I don't have to fight any bots. I don't have to eat my vegetables. I'll save money on Halloween costumes. No, who am I kidding? Being a ghost is totally uncool. I might as well be a rock, boonk.
Hold on, is this some like Patrick Swayze, Whoopi Goldberg, Demi Moore's Ghost? Have you guys ever seen the movie?
Ow, 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 ow! Ah. Hey, that hurt. But a ghost can't feel anything. And that frog seems to have heard my voice.
What's it about? So, it's mostly a love story between like Patrick Swayze's character and Demi Moore's character. And then his character gets killed, and he comes back as a ghost. He thinks that that everything's okay, nothing happened. Then he realizes like, oh shit, I'm dead, and my loved ones can't hear me. But then he manages to talk to Whoopi Goldberg's character, and like he has to solve his own murder. And he finds out from like another ghost, like a dude that just hangs out in like the subways. That like he can interact with things. He just needs to like be really guttural and really like put his entire life force into it. Like he can't just grab the phone. He has to like really grab the phone, and like he like kicks a like a soda can or something. And like when he's learning to do it, he like can't kick it, and he like falls. And he's just like, no, you gotta do it from like your gut. You're from here. It sounds insane. It's a pretty good movie. I'm probably making it sound like ridiculous, and it is a little silly sometimes, but like it's a good movie. Oh, maybe that's why he's antimatter. Oh, that actually would make more sense. Sounds boring, if anything. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just not good at explaining it. You should check it out.
Wait a Mobian minute. I know what happened. When the antimatter machine exploded, it must have made me invisible, unsolid, and silenced my voice somehow. And now I'll bet 2 of those effects wore off. Let's see. Boink. Howdy, big fella. Yes! 'Cause now I'm solid, louder than a rock star, but still invisible. I'll juice home and tell the gang I'm not a ghost.
Back at Knothole.
There's no one here. What's this? Oh no! If they try to take on Robotnik, they'll be annihilated.
Dear Sonic, I know you're alive, so I left this note. We're on our way to Robotropolis to avenge your death.
But he's not dead. If you believe he's not, I mean, granted, everyone else might be going to avenge his death, but why would Tails if you don't think he's dead?
Your loyal pal, Tails. P.S. If you are dead, then pay no attention to this letter. Because I guess you're not gonna be able to, so, like, I don't know.
Yeah, death should have been in quotations. Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog is dead. Let us observe a respectful moment of silence. Wow! Yippee! Sonic is destroyed.
Wanted, not.
Sonic is destroyed. Mobius is mine, and no one can stop me. No one.
Except the other freedom fighters, sir.
Insect! Do you dare to suggest that the other freedom fighters can defeat me without the cursed hedgehog?
Not at all, sir. I simply mean that they're trying to defeat you, O hostile one. Observe, they're approaching the city.
What? Fetch the buzzard bot, Snively. I didn't think this day could get any better, but it's about to.
Oh, Rotor just has a black and red hat. While just outside Robotropolis.
You all know the plan. One of us has somehow got to find Robotnik and force him to surrender once and for all. Sonic gave up his life for our cause. Now it's up to Ush to finish the job. To Ush.
I don't know why I said that. Sonic could kick a rock and feel pain, but face through Sally. Why? I get because he said that it's wearing off. I guess it's wearing off. That's Tails. Okay, I don't know why I had to ask if that was Tails when I saw his tails.
Suppose Robotnik finds us before we find him. There they are, sir. They're right there.
Excellent. I'll snatch them up like little worms and drop them into the roboticizer. Descend.
Yes, sir.
Hope you guys don't mind that I hitched a ride.
Who said that?
I'll take over these controls for you, thank you. Robotnik, I am the ghost of Sonic the Hedgehog. I've come to take my revenge on you. Ooh.
I don't believe in ghosts. This is a trick. I'm going to. Yeah.
Robotnik!
Stop! I believe! What do you want?
I want you to give Mobius back to the freedom fighters, exercise, and get a hairpiece. Now get out of here.
I'm going. Out of my way, Snively.
Look at Snively's eyes. He can't even believe it himself.
Snively, how dare you jump before me?
Sorry, sir.
There they go, and just in time, I'm starting to be visible again. I'll ditch this bird bot, then join the gang.
You better let me land first.
You're sure to, sir. Because of how heavy you are.
Still can't figure it out. Robotnik just bailed out of his plane and then just flew away.
I thought for sure he was gonna attack us.
Wait, why is Rotor's speech bubble like slightly red? Is that just like a miscoloration? Because don't they normally do that like if the background is all white?
I'll bet it was Sonic who stopped Robotnik. Oh, Tails. When are you going to admit that Sonic is...
Hey, dudes.
It's Sonic! He's alive!
One explanation later.
And so Robotnik probably still thinks I'm a ghost.
I wonder how we can take advantage of that.
Don't worry, Princess. Snively will see to that.
Sonic, alive? I should have talked to Robotnik at once.
Yo, what's up, Dark Link? How's my weekend? It was good. It was a little tiring. That Robotnik face on the last page an emote? Which one? This one? Or this one? Which one? Oh, maybe the knocked out one?
Then again, how many people can say they've been exorcised by a ghost?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Wait, does not compute. Well, that's a good one, though. He went for the Elvis. That's commendable. It's respectable. The Princess Sally Adventure. It was a bit ago. Oh, sorry. Sad AM or Forces? I mean, probably Sad AM, honestly, but I haven't seen Sad AM in a long time. Oh, here we go. Okay, so full disclosure, I've seen the skunk because I had to capture this, like the last page of this comic for the thumbnail, but I don't know anything about the skunk. So I've seen the skunk, I just don't know anything about them. Robotropolis Energy Substation 837. Robotropolis. Deadliest of the species, prologue. As we all know, this is a Kantarovich and Penders. Honestly, like, if I wasn't reading Mike Kantarovich's last name, I would just forget what his last name is. I can never remember what it is. I just know it's Mike. Mike something. Something Vitch. She just had a defibrillator and... okay.
Security lock override.
Danger.
Decryption in progress. Access code established. Command link achieved. Processing. Destruct sequence engaged.
Oh, there he is. There they are. Boom.
Who are you?
Would have thought that'd be that'd be obvious, love. I'm the bloke with a knockout gas bolt ready to put you to sleep. Now explain yourself or it's to the land of the dreams for you.
Look, whoever you are, we don't have time for this. We need to get out of here before the explosion...
Explosion? What? What explosion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
That explosion!
Oh, nicely done, love. Save me the trouble of blowing up the place of Kingdom Come myself.
Happy to oblige. Any enemy of Robotnik's is a friend of mine. Call me Sally.
Sally? As in Princess Sally? Geoffrey St. John, late of His Majesty's Secret Service, current leader of the Rebel Underground, Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Rebel Underground? I wasn't aware of any.
We pride ourselves on maintaining a low profile, my lady. On the QT, so to speak.
Well, it's a pretty well-kept secret, all right, Mr. St. John. I wonder what other tricks you have up your sleeve.
Ready, aim, fire. The end. For now. Every time you leave for 5 minutes, you always come back to a British character. All right. Okay, so far we have met this character. Okay. Okay, so now we have to start keeping in mind what these issues say. So this is number 1 April. I really wish it had the year. I'm glad it has the month, but I really wish it had the year too, just so it's less confusing. Yeah, nothing has happened yet. Joffrey's Australian? Is he? I mean, his vernacular seems like it could be English. Princess Sally, number 1 of 3-issue miniseries. Nice. Is that just a normal-ass hedgehog behind Sally? Oh, and there he is, Jeffrey St. John, and Robotnik in the back. Wow. It's a pig, and it's an armadillo, and a bird.
Squish!
Ah, change the issue. Thank you. Princess Sally, number 1. And then next, we should have Princess Sally, number 2. And there's one in between Sally and the other. Okay. Not long ago, the planet Mobius was a world of great beauty and joy. Guided by the benevolent King Acorn, all seemed like a paradise. That is, it was, until the evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik rose up against the inhabitants of the great city of Mobotropolis. That's what it was called? Okay. Conquering the land and its people. Gogs 70,000 with the 550. Thank you so much. You hate Joffrey St. John. All my homies hate Joffrey St. John. You will also soon join us. Okay. Did Deke and Archie have some relationship in this era? I mean, I don't think that Deke was only the people who like produced the show, but like Sega owned the rights to the show. They own the rights to the show, and I think it was Wild Brain who owns the distribution rights to the show. So while Deke only produced it, or they made it, I guess, they don't really retain any rights to it because it's tough to explain like how copyright and like ownership work in that regard, because it's a licensed property. So it's a licensed property that belongs to Sega ultimately. You're pronouncing his name wrong too. Is it not Joffrey? It's not Jeffrey. There's an O in there. And it's not Geoffrey. It is Jeffrey? What? Jeffrey? What's the etymology? Jeffrey St. John. Okay. That's how you say it? Okay. Jeffrey, I suppose. In the aftermath of the devastation created by Robotnik and his mechanical army of SWAT bots, he subjected the citizens to a process whereby they were remade into mechanical slaves, toiling over the polluted lands on the now rechristened Robotropolis. As for the king, to this day, no one can be certain of his fate. But where there is great loss, there is often found great hope. Among the youngest of the citizenry were its most courageous. Banding together as a group of freedom fighters, they struggled to one day regain what was once theirs. Among the greatest of the freedom fighters is Sonic the Hedgehog, the swiftest of them all. He is assisted by his loyal friend Tails. Rotor serves as the group's inventor and chief engineer. Antoine is renowned for his military skills, which clearly he might suck a little ass by if they haven't been able to retake the the kingdom, but whatever, ignore it. Bunny Rabbit makes great use of her robotic limbs. Led by the courageous and resourceful Princess Sally, they form the spearhead of the Rebel Alliance. Wait, so they're both known as the Rebel Alliance and the Freedom Fighters? banding together as a group of freedom fighters. So this technically is stating that that's not their name. That's just what they are. Anybody can be a freedom fighter, but they spearhead of the Rebel Alliance, which, I mean, I guess that's also not technically their name. It is just a Rebel Alliance, but having them capitalized, you would think differently. Destroyer Kitty, what? Oh, sorry, DK, but if it had a spoiler, then yeah, I'd appreciate it if donos did not have spoilers in them. As Robotnik's forces grow in size and strength, Princess Sally knows the freedom fighters must do the same, and so she begins to recruit the next generation of freedom fighters. From the Journals of Princess Sally Acorn. At the time, it seemed a simple enough assignment. Infiltrate one of Robotnik's key energy substations. And destroy it. Frankly, I expected resistance. But what I didn't expect was to run a... Oh. Since it didn't have quotation marks, I didn't know that was Sally speaking.
But what I didn't expect was to run afoul of an utterly charming rogue named Jeffrey St. John. St. John claimed to be leader of some unseen faction of the Rebel Underground and a former member of my father's secret service. I didn't know what to believe.
SWATbots, get down now! Dum, dum, dum.
Terminate with extreme prejudice. Eradicate the opposition. Leave no stone unturned.
Walking tin cans don't take none too friendly, love.
So I noticed, Mr. St. John. Dwing, dwing, dwing. Not too shabby. Think you can pick up the pace a little?
I could, if I wasn't plumb out of bolts.
Out of bolts? Some Boy Scout you turned out to be. What kind of freedom fighter are you, anyway?
One who flies by the seat of his pants, love.
You remind me of someone else I know. Fortunately, I came prepared. There, that homemade grenade should give those SWATbots something to think about.
I'll say this much for you, love. You got style.
Save the compliments for later, Mr. St. John. At least until after we've linked up with the rest of my unit.
Oh, the princess sure is taking her own sweet time. Maybe she ran into something she couldn't handle.
There's nothing she can't handle, Hamlin. She's a trained professional.
Wait, you weren't green before. I'm pretty sure you were yellow on the cover of the... Okay, whatever.
She's a trained professional. I just wish we could have gone with her. Oh, you said it yourself, Arlo. She's a professional. We're only trainees. But how are we supposed to learn anything by watching and waiting? Oh, patience is a virtue, Penelope.
Thank you for doing the Porker Lewis voice again. Absolutely.
If she says...
What voice was I doing? I don't even remember.
Patience is a virtue, Penelope, and following orders is the most important lesson any would-be freedom fighter can learn. If she says wait, we wait until...
Shh. What was that?
Golly! Oh, dear God!
You got 3 seconds to explain yourself, mate. You'll be one sorry slab of bacon.
That's enough!
Wait, why is her stuff more like purple looking now? Okay, whatever.
Get off him, Jeffrey! They're with me! We're on the same side, after all!
Sorry, mate. Got a little carried away.
Oh, you'll be carried away all right once I'm finished with you. Hand me a gun.
You in what navy, you slabbering socker?
Cool it, both of you! Save some for Dr. Robotnik. There's plenty of him to go around.
You won't raise such a stink after
For your information, this is Jeffrey St. John, the leader of the local branch of the Rebel Underground. He'll be joining us on our mission.
Pleasure to meet you.
And these fresh young faces are the next generation of freedom fighters, Arlo, Penelope, and Dylan. Hamlin, I believe you've already met.
Huh.
Sure have, princess.
Now let's all get some shut-eye. We have a full day ahead of us tomorrow, and I want to fill Jeffrey in on our plan.
Princess may buy your hero act, pretty boy, but I don't. Well, ain't that too bladin' bad? Comes the dawn. Destroy Kitty with a 2. The apology, no. No. That's okay. I appreciate the trying to inform and also the apology, but you didn't need to do that. Can I tell those walking references, especially the charming sky? Is it a Pepe Le Pew thing? He did just try to insult an innocent dude.
Good morning, people. Nice to see you all up and about for our briefing. As you know, Rotor, the Freedom Fighter's resident scientist, has theorized that by knocking out certain energy substations, the defense system that protects Robotropolis against ground attacks would automatically collapse. Having split the Freedom Fighters' forces into several teams, it remains this team's duty to shut down these 3 stations. We've already taken out the first one, and today we proceed to the second. Any questions?
Yeah, when do we get to do stuff? Because we're sort of just like, yo, Frost with the 20, thank you so much. Fun fact, in 1995, Sega planned to make Sally a game character with Amy. They told Archie to make a story using Sally and Robotnik. No Sonic. Let's just say Sally didn't make it because of the skunk, and I'll see why. Oh, interesting. Yo, what's up, Paralink? Yeah, why is he tagging along for the ride?
Jeffrey is a former member of King Acorn's Secret Service, Hamlin. He knows how to get into and out of tight spots. That level of skill could be priceless on a mission this important. Watch him, and maybe you'll learn something.
You heard the lady, pal. Keep those peepers peeled. Oh, I intend to, pal. I intend to.
Any questions? No? Good. Then prepare to move out. Our next target is located due north, at the edge of the Great Forest. There it is!
Wow, look at the size of that place. It's really big.
We'll never make it past without being detected.
Oh, she's a platypus. I didn't even realize. That's cool. I thought she was just like a bird of some kind. I don't see any guards. It's the things you don't see that are the most dangerous, Dylan.
Either way, we'll have to chance it. Follow me. We'll slip around the back before... Incoming! They've spotted us! I guess the sneaky approach won't work. Let's try the direct approach. Much better. Cover me while I crack the lock on this access panel. Typical. The swap bots always go to pieces in a crisis. Let's hope the sync can be set for the entire building. There. That virus I fed into the security systems should give the self-destruct mechanism something to think about until we...
Did you hear that? Whatever it is, it's getting closer.
Any idea what it could be?
I don't know, Penelope. I don't know. Orbots!
Hello, Master. TCG with the 2. Just read IDW Volumes 1 through 3 and started Frontiers. Sad. Sad? Why sad?
A platypus? Harry the platypus?
You thought he was French because of Pepe Le Pew? Orbot's parents? Bleeding eyeballs mean business! Got any more grenades?
Sorry, that was my last one.
Some Girl Scout you turned out to be. What now? Okay, first of all, you don't get to say that. Because when Sally said it to you, she had a solution that worked.
you're just being a dick because she made fun of you, but you don't even have the courtesy of having a plan. You douche? Like, what are you talking about?
Now we take a page out of your book, Jeffrey. We improvise. Everybody scatter. With any luck, this wire should keep it from putting its best foot forward. Uh-oh! No worries, mate. Leave it old Jeffrey to pull your fat out of the fire. Whew. That's one down for the count. And speaking of countdowns, how much time do we have before this base blows sky high?
I feel like I'm going in between British and Australian for some reason. I don't know why.
Not nearly enough.
Then I vote that discretion is the better part of valor, love. Or in more common terms, let's beat feet! Looks like a fall came a little early this year.
Oh, fun. I love that even Penelope's just like, ugh, make him shut up.
Whew. That was too close for comfort. Robotnik must have beefed up his security details. We'll need to take extra precautions next time.
I agree, Princess. You can never be too careful about where you step, or who you trust. Can't say I care much for your tone, Pigfoot. Well, I don't care much for your face, Stripes. So I guess that makes us even.
Whoops, scroll on the wrong page.
Knock it off, Hamlin. Jeffrey saved your life, remember? You should be grateful, not suspicious.
I'm just saying, Princess, he attacked a group of, innocent people for no reason. I mean, yeah, I'm a dick, but I don't really trust him, and you can't blame me for that.
If you can't trust him after that, you might as well not trust me either.
Okay. Later that night. She's just leaving?
Soon, my love. Soon.
Turn the page, the mystery deepens. Sonic the Hedgehog's teammate, Princess Sally, starring in her own action-packed miniseries. Okay. Deeply confused. Okay, so that was April. Does this next one say May? It does, okay. What is the angle? What is the angle of the dangle? And then we are back to Sonic the Hedgehog 21, I believe. Or, yes? Yes. That's what my sheet says, but it could be wrong. As the fight for freedom rages on, it's been one of Princess Sally's many obligations to select and recruit the soldiers of tomorrow, training them for the important tasks that lie ahead. Gathering only the best and brightest young hopefuls of the citizenry of Knothole Village, the princess has assembled a core team of 4 members whose main purpose is to be the second vanguard of the struggle to overthrow the evil genius Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Foremost of the group is Hamlin. Quick to anger, slow to forgive, he is often the first to leap into action, but usually the last to look where he's going. Next is Penelope, fiercely loyal to her friends and comrades. Her love for all animal kind is the driving force in her personal fight against tyranny. Arlo, cheerful and courageous, is a blue little muppet who likes reviewing Nintendo games, will always put the needs of his teammates ahead of his own, regardless of whatever personal costs it might entail. Finally, there is Dylan. With the heart of a warrior and soul of a poet, he never mistakes the forest for the trees and functions as a spiritual anchor for his colleagues. Together, there is no challenge, dare, or risk these adventurers will not accept. Embracing the philosophy that it won't get done until we get it done, they strive each and every day to live up to that ideal, working toward restoring Mobotropolis to the paradise it once was. Untested and untried, they now embark upon a mission which shall change their lives forever. This is actually the Jeffrey miniseries. Fun. Oh, I did not see Bulin say goodbye. I'm sorry, Bulin. Goodbye. An unseen foe. These are cool little illustrations. I appreciate them. From the Journals of Princess Sally Acorn.
Things have certainly been interesting since I linked up with former Secret Service agent and Rebel Underground leader Jeffrey St. John, who also has a giant cock and a large bank account. My squad of freedom fighters, Arlo, Penelope, and Dylan, do not have a large bank account, and their cocks are significantly smaller. And especially Arlo, Penelope, Dylan, and especially Hamlin took an immediate and profound dislike to him. But you know what? What's a crowd, right? If I trust them, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what most people think, which, to their credit, did little to interfere with the assignment. Target 3 of Robotnik's strategic energy substations and destroy them. 2 down, 1 to go. Throughout, St. John performed faultlessly and proved his courage beyond any shadow of a doubt. Still, one couldn't help but wonder what other tricks he might have hidden up his sleeve.
You want a piece of me, Porkface? Well, mate, take your best shot.
This is all so childish, Arlo. Someone could get hurt.
I don't think either one of them is paying any attention to us, Penelope. They're too busy trying to beat each other's brains in.
Ah, this was like a duel page. I thought it looked weird. I was like, this doesn't look right. Though not
necessarily what he expects. Be careful what you wish for, Stripes, because you just might get it.
I already get it, mate. You're ticked off because I showed you up in front of the princess. Sorry to disappoint you, but in our line of work, you either stay on your toes, or you get knocked off your feet, or hooves in your case.
Hamlin! Let's get one thing straight, Jeffrey. So long as you're part of my unit, you'll play by my rules. We fight together as a team against Robotnik, not against each other. Is that understood?
Sorry, love. Don't know what I could have been thinking.
later.
Since we've already taken out the first 2 substations, that leaves only the 3rd. Unfortunately, it's armed like a fortress. Located inside this atoll, the surrounding waters make it all but impregnable to conventional means of attack.
A ring-like island that encloses a lagoon. Ah. See, I didn't actually know what an atoll was. I knew it had to do with water, but I actually didn't know. No, Hamlin has feet. See? Why wouldn't she just ask her gang what makes them shady? Yeah, I mean... What weapons are those that look like bells on sticks? I don't know what they're called, but I know it's like... If you've ever been to like a resort or like a bounce house place, I don't know what they're called. Like you can have... I don't know what they're called. Does anybody know what they're called? You can like use them to like knock somebody else into like the water or the foam below. They're not technically weapons. They're just used for recreational purposes or just for like training. Like a trampoline park? Yes, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of the words trampoline park. Foamy Six? No, they have a name. I think they have a proper name, don't they?
Then what can we do? We can start thinking unconventionally, Penelope. For every problem, there's a solution. And I know just the thing. Pack your gear and get ready to move out.
But where are we going?
To the top of those cliffs overlooking the atoll. If geography can be used against us, I'm betting it can also be made to work in our favor.
Are we there yet?
Oh, be quiet. Company, halt! This is as far as our feet will carry us, so I guess it's time to break out the special equipment.
What are these things?
A new type of non-powered stealth aircraft that Rotor designed. I believe he called them hang gliders. Though why, I could scarcely begin to imagine.
Wait, so hang gliders just didn't exist before? Interesting.
Regardless, if we can't approach Robotnik space by land or sea, we'll just have to make use of them. We'll just have to make use of the freedom of the skies. Uh-oh.
And we're about to lose that freedom, Princess!
Everyone, take evasive action before...
I'm hit!
Can't control! Arlo! Pull up before...
Hey, Dar.
Quick, ditch the gliders, then follow me into the underbrush.
You want uppies? Come on. There you go. If Rotor isn't around, why isn't Sonic your best soldier around? You know? Great question. You want apple? Here you go. Is there a difference between a hang glider and a paraglider? You know, I don't know. There must be. But I actually don't know. I would be lying if I tried to give you an answer to that. Yes, here is Dar. Say hi, Dar. Jousting sticks. That's what they're called? There is a difference? A paraglider is more like a parachute. Oh, okay, so a paraglider is like like when you're at like the beach and stuff and like it's attached to a motor like a water bike? Is that what a paraglider is?
But Arlo! Robotnik's forces already know we're here, Hamlin. If they capture us, we won't be able to double back and search for Arlo. This way!
I think I've spotted something. Oh man, nobody could have walked away from that. I didn't.
There he is! Are you alright?
It only hurts when I move, Princess. You're lucky to feel anything, pal. That glider's not going anywhere anytime soon. And neither are you with that broken leg.
Maybe I should stay here with him. Good idea, Penelope. If all goes well, we should be back shortly. And if not, well, I understand.
Funny, I have the strangest feeling we're being watched.
Probably just a case of the jitters, Jeffrey. Or cold feet.
Maybe so, love. But still.
Shh. Our objective is in sight. But we're not out of the woods yet.
Ow. Place isn't too much to look at, is it?
Appearances can be quite deceiving, Jeffrey. As you should know better than most. Now, just like we rehearsed. Spread out, and affix your explosive to the control panels. We need to get in and out of here fast before we run into any more trouble!
Holy!
Oh, dear God, what the hell?
An octopod, and from the look of things...
You can lay down, Dar. There you go.
It set sights on Princess Sally!
Well, now we can't have that now, can we? The octopod can look, but he better not touch.
That is my dryer.
Won't take no for an answer, eh? Sprout! Distracted! Well, I give this bloke a piece of my mind.
Armed.
Hey! Whoa! Now that's downright unneighbourly of you, mate. I'd almost think you didn't want to be friends. Here, have one on me. So much for manners. The thing's all arms. And speaking of armed, that's the last of the charges. Better shake a leg, love. It's not my leg that needs shaking. It's this can of paint. Here, have an eye full of red dye number 2.
Wait, isn't red dye number 2 like food coloring? not like spray. I know what you mean. I know the joke. I think that's food coloring and not like, paint. Gonna be quite busy this week, so I'll be lurking here if at all. That's okay, Nova. No worries. What do I think about the skunk? I mean, he's mysterious so far. I don't hate him yet. I'm sure I will, but I don't hate him yet. A water bike, is that what we're calling boats nowadays? No, like a jet ski. That's not a boat at all. Why would a boat be a bike? Also, I don't think I've really ever seen people... Personally, I haven't seen people, like, affix a paraglider to a boat. It's always usually, like, water skis. Then why just not call it a jet ski? Because I couldn't think of the word. That's why I called it a water bike. Aren't they technically also known as... Like, some of them are known as water bikes, too, I think? Just wait until Princess Alley number 3. Oh, great.
Hurry! Run for cover! Those explosives from the octopod are set to go off at any...
Wasn't that cutting things a little close, Jeffrey?
Not really, love. The other bombs are on a 5-second delay.
All present and accounted for?
I think so, Princess.
Good. Then let's head back to where we left Arlo and...
Penelope? They're gone!
Sorry, Dar. There you go.
No sign of a struggle. Their tracks merely stop as though they vanish into thin air. How is that possible?
It isn't, Dylan, which is all the more reason to get away from here fast.
Leave without them? With all due respect, Princess, have you gone bonkers?
Hamlin, be reasonable. Either they left under their own power, or they didn't. In any event, hanging around won't do us any good. Let's go. If we're lucky, they'll be waiting for us back at camp.
2 hours and still no sign of them. Where on Mobius could they be?
I don't know, Jeffrey. I just don't know.
Shortly before dawn... Oh, I guess they still needed to get rid of the last energy, whatever, substation.
St. John to Central Command. Are you receiving me?
Affirmative. Commence debriefing.
Operation Infiltration is a total success. I've earned their trust, and the exchange has been made.
Excellent. Deliver the goods at your earliest convenience.
I can't even do the voice right now.
Oh, Snively.
Oh, I can't do the voice right now. What's going on? This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. I guess Princess Sally issue, so you wait for the VOD. Oh, okay, JJ, no worries. Jojo.
Excellent. Deliver the goods to your earliest convenience. You have done well, my double agent. And our cause shall reap the full benefits of your treachery. Central Command out.
Wait, okay, so I'm not crazy. Hold on, I'm not crazy. Her jacket was different. I knew I noticed that.
Report, Mr. St. John.
Everything is going according to plan. Trust me. No one suspects a thing.
Morning. In Robotropolis, city limits trespassers. First, verboten. Oh, trespassers east for verboten? Is that German for are forbidden? Or am I just going insane? Maybe an apple a day keeps the Dr. Robotnik voice away. It could be. It's German for it's forbidden. Ah. Is it good?
If Rotor's calculations are correct, the destruction of those 3 substations should have collapsed the city's defense system at these coordinates. Robotnik would never expect a daring daylight raid on Robotropolis. Any final questions before we proceed?
Yeah, what happened to Jeffrey?
I wouldn't worry too much about him, Hamlin. If I know Mr. St. John, and I think I do, he's probably taking care of the last few minute details.
Merchandise, your lordship, as promised.
Why are you so trusting? I mean, I guess I kind of get why she'd be so trusting, but it's just, it is still kind of strange.
Splendid. You're indeed a man of your word, St. John. I admire that in a traitor. Oh, yes, I do. With my Princess Sally, robot duplicate in place, the freedom fighters can't help but be led into my trap. And then, once the true Princess Sally has been roboticized, the rebellion would fall before the master plan of Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
What's going on? What happened to Arlo and Penelope? Whose side is Jeffrey St. John on? And what's Dr. Robotnik's evil plan? The answer to all those questions and more can be found in the awesome conclusion. Oh, right. That was the last page. Fantastic. Okay, so that was May. Let's check the next issue to see if this is June. Oh, they were released together. Oh. Okay, weird. Okay. Now that I did not know. That changes things. Sorry, Dar. You can lay down. It's okay. There you go. Do you want to be on this side? You're probably more comfortable on this side. There you go. I can actually use my arm now. Thanks, Dar. Sonic the Hedgehog caught between a rock and a hard place.
More like a couple of boss on my case.
And this is one of his good days. Alright, Spammy, take care now. Ken Pender's never read any Sonic comics written by any other writer, so his stories usually contradict the stories of other writers. Oh, fun! Oh, that's great. I'm so glad that that's the case. No offense, but kind of like, what a douche. Like, I feel like if you're working on like a comic strip together, like that's kind of the least you could do is just like work together with other, because he's working with like Mike Kantarovich, right? But it's like if you're trying to establish a universe within these comics, then I feel like you should all be working together. Because I think that even with that's kind of common, right? Like every writer has their own style and their own stories, but I feel like usually they have the courtesy of reading other people's material and like adapting to their canon or their continuities. So it's kind of weird. I love members of a team who are not team players. Stop him! Stop Sonic the Hedgehog! Boink!
Fat chance, fellas. Think Dr. Robotnik would have learned by now that hedgehogs and SWAT bots just don't mix. Why Robobot would bother sending all you factory seconds is beyond me. And speaking of has-beens, this bogus practice session is wasting my time.
Excellent.
And Robotnik wins.
Hey, there's Mother Robotnik again, except now she doesn't have the facial hair, I don't think. And she looks a lot more like a person.
But the hedgehog has run your SWAT bots ragged, Dr. Robotnik.
Precisely, Snively.
This looks like it could have been drawn by like you know how there were like a bunch of Disney sequels in the 90s? Yo, Ervin the Fennec Fox, how you doing? Why does Robotnik sound like Batman? Everyone says that, but that's just, have people not heard like what he sounds like in the Saturday morning cartoon? Also, I don't hear it. Like when people say that it sounds like Batman, I don't hear it. Like, you know how, like, there were a bunch of Disney sequels in the 90s? That frame, that panel on the right, looks like it could have been drawn from, like, one of those animations.
This was, after all, merely a fact-finding mission, and the data currently being relayed to my computer mainframe should prove highly raw. Informative.
Whoa, look at this. That's kind of cool. Like, drawing in a 3D wireframe, that's neat.
Rate of acceleration, turning radius, distance, it's all here. Grab a knob, load a printout, and follow me.
Where are we going, sir?
Where no one has gone before, Sniffly. Meet the challenge of the unknown. Today, we break fresh ground.
Thank you for the kisses. Thank you.
Welcome to CMDF, my new cybermechanoid design facility dedicated to brewing out trouble on a 24-hour basis. Case in point, the shiny metallic substance held within that containment vessel.
You mean the big lava lamp, Doctor?
Hardly anything so commonplace, Sniffly. Yet in its own way, equally brilliant. Allow me to introduce Eve, the first of a race of exceptionally versatile evolvinoids.
Evolvinoids.
Robots which have the capacity to learn, grow, and adapt to any and all situations. The secret behind her existence is submicroscopic component parts which are virtually indestructible, and some special parts which are now complete with this additional hedgehog data.
Processing.
She will now select the ideal manner to dispose of him permanently.
Omnihog with a 5. I think you pull off the Satyam Robotnik well. This has been an extremely entertaining series. Thank you, Omnihog. I appreciate that. The comment and the 5. I appreciate it. What's wrong, Dar? Okay.
You sure make short works of those swamp bots, Sonic!
Yeah, Robotnik's been scraping the bottom of the barrel lately. Same old tired tricks day in and day out. Boring. It's like he's not even trying anymore. Where's the challenge in that? I mean, come on. I wish he could have something up his sleeve.
Oh, I think you just got your wish handed to you.
I like how Tails is drawn in these, but man, these hands are like... It's like he really this artist really wanted to show off that they can draw hands, you know? They're like humongous.
Got my wish. More like it's got my leg. Let go, man. Whoa! Not exactly what I had in mind. Ugh. Like they say, be careful what you wish for.
Like, look at this hand. This is insane. You listen to Satyam Robotnik, he sounds more like a Razor Jin.
I don't know about that. Razor Jin sounds like this instead.
Be the guru.
Things new and improved, all right. Especially in the speed department. The Rustpot's quick on the draw. Hopefully too quick. Yeah. For its own good.
Who? What was that, Sonic?
Since Dorothy and the Scarecrow aren't around, could be the Tin Woodsman.
Ha 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 ha. Hilarious. I do kind of like how they draw Robotnik, though. I'm not gonna lie. There's something to it. I just kind of wish that the mustache was a little bushier, but other than that, I kind of like the way this artist draws Robotnik.
Let's head back to Knothole, little buddy. Maybe Rhoda can figure out what made that bot tick.
It would appear that Hedgehog has again emerged triumphant, sir.
Ah, but appearances can be the most deceiving, Snively. That's the beauty of Eve. She's so much more than the sum of her parts.
X-ray analysis. His peanut brain.
From a quill prick during an earlier battle, we have bodily cells from Sonic the Hedgehog. Those special parts are actually brain cells from yours truly. Ignore the peanut size. It's not accurate.
Whoa, like, look at this. It's very, like, I don't know. I feel like this Robotnik would be animated on ones, if you know what I mean. This artist is Spaz and fell stays for a long time. Oh, okay. Spaz's art gets better with time. Ah, I see.
She's the perfect combination of my intelligence, craftiness, superiority, and a little resourcefulness from the hedgehog. And as much as I hate to combine anything of mine with that rodent, we will combine our DNAs. What better way to destroy him than with something that has different and similar characteristics?
Oh, God. Is this the Silver Surfer?
I sure hope there aren't any more of those things running around loose.
Not to worry, Tails. Anything else it might have been, it was definitely one of a kind.
Excuse me.
Sonic, do you hear something?
You mean something like that? Get down! Can't quite place the face, but the intent is all too familiar. This bumblebee isn't serving tuna.
A Bumblebee tuna reference. This feels similar to Metamorphia. It kind of does. Yeah. Oh.
And it's together.
Oh.
And it's tougher than the last bot. Let's juice.
The fuck is Bumblebee tuna? So Bumblebee, I believe, is a brand, and they sell tuna, like canned tuna.
He's right behind us, Sonic!
I know, little buddy. In fact, I'm counting on it. This thing's fast. Even faster than the first one. We know it can do 0 to 60 in under a minute, just like a Tesla. The question is, can it stop on a dime, like a Tesla? Bugbot's battle plan was almost identical to the first one.
Maybe they're both part of the same bot, like a transformer. Sonic, look how it's changing.
It's not a part of any giant robot. It's the same bot.
Like I like how this artist draws. I like how Spaz draws Snively too.
Let's get out of here and get a scientific explanation.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was Robotnik.
Let's get out of here and get a scientific explanation.
2 strikes.
Oh.
2 strike 2, my lord.
2 strikes or 200. It makes no difference. Eve will take each encounter in stride, process and analyze the tactics used to defeat her, then surpass those limitations. She'll keep going and going and going like the goddamn Energizer Bunny.
Yo, Robo Bobo. Didn't think I'd show up here so fast, huh?
Well, if it isn't my old enemy, my soon-to-be forever enemy, once Eve has finished you.
Eve, you fixed me up with a blind date or something?
Nothing blind about it, Hedgehog. You've already met. Several times.
Oh, no!
Not again!
It's Jafar, dude.
Oh yes, again and again if need be. Eve will never rest until she's fulfilled her programming.
Ugh.
One way or the other.
She's putting the squeeze on me. Sorry, lady. 3rd time or not, I won't be falling victim to your charms. Besides, I already have a significant other. Looks like she won't take no for an answer. She'd I'd better shake this rattler and roll. Let's see. If we can't string a few loose ends together, doing, and wrap things up in a nice tight little package. Not a problem, Doc. Seems like I've tied for the first place again. Why don't you give me my merit badge before... Hey, what's happening?
Progress is what's happening, you blue buffoon. Or have you soon forgotten? Eve doesn't lose. She never loses. Instead, she just keeps getting better and better. Behold! The final phase.
Wait, the final phase? So she's not gonna, like, improve after this? A panel of innuendo. You can't find anyone who's streaming Sonic games, but you do. It's okay. I don't know. I mean, they don't have to be Sonic games specifically. I suppose we've, like, hit people who are, like, doing Smash Brothers and other stuff, so. Did I read the Fleetway comics yet? Check the spreadsheet. Oh, do you want an apple, baby? I am Eve, an exceptionally versatile evolvenoid. My programming states that I am to learn, grow, adapt to any and all eventualities, to surpass my limitations. And my single greatest limitation is Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Wow, this is some, like, Undertale meets Voltron vibes. Or, sorry, Ultron, not Voltron.
Me? You can't be serious. I gave you form, knowledge, the desire to improve yourself, all the qualities of life.
Precisely. Help! But you also created me using cells from your body and the hedgehog. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
From me? Wait, is that our kid? Did Eggman and I... Do Robotnik and I have a child?
Robotnik, your cells didn't provide intelligence, but instead evil, which was overpowered by what I received from Sonic. You mistakenly thought his cells provided resourcefulness, but that's mostly a learned trait. Yes, although he is impatient, he does have the ability to think for himself. And the logic I gained from him tells me I no longer need to be your servant. You thought you were smart by giving me your combined qualities, but that led to your own downfall.
Oh my god, is he dying? Whoa!
I can't believe it. Dr. Robotnik?
Dr. Robotnik?
Destroyed?
Or maybe he's just small, like in the Fleetway comics. You can finally watch again. Welcome back, Aura.
Now that the single greatest threat to my continued existence has been removed, I shall fulfill the remainder of my programming by eliminating Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hold that thought, babe. There's also a few things I'd like to get off my chest. Quills first.
Wait, did your chest technically have quills? And that's not... That wouldn't change this. You still have a chest. Okay, whatever. What did you just come back to? So this is the biological child of Robotnik and Sonic, and it was designed to destroy Sonic, but it gained sentience after many iterations and decided that it was to destroy Robotnik instead because he was the one getting in the way.
Robotnik said it himself. You've been designed to surpass your limitations, but your biggest limitation isn't old Robotnik. Isn't old Robobutt. It's your own programming. And until you successfully surpass it, you'll never be all that you can be.
Your theory is sound, small blue creature. Now that I can use my ability for independent thought and do not serve Robotnik.
She just starts screaming.
I have the freedom of choice, not limited by boundaries, be they of the mind or the vast reaches of infinity. Farewell, Sonic, and thank you. Because of you, I now know what it means to be free, and just as importantly, to be me.
Beautiful. Also terrifying.
Wow! How did you know that would work?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I didn't. I just did my best shot and got lucky.
Will it ever be back?
We'll deal with that when and if it ever happens, Tails.
What happens now that Robotnik is gone? Will Mobius be free? Is this the end of the Freedom Fighters?
You've got a lot of questions, good buddy, but just get out! Both of you! Just get out! Leave!
just like starts fucking going insane.
Come on, Tails. Let's head home and spread the news. Snivelly's got a lot on his plate right now. Snivelly needs some time alone.
How will I live my life without the great evil one telling me what to do?
Just starts fucking freaking, he's having a meltdown. You want apple, baby? Okay.
What am I fighting for?
If you're gonna eat, sit up. There you go.
I just had a bad thought, Sonic.
I just got another bad thought.
Oh.
What if Robotnik isn't really gone?
I just got another bad thought. What if you're right?
Damn, that's some like Fleetway Sonic energy right there.
Like, not just what if Robotnik comes back, but what if Tails is right? God, that would just change everything. Somehow, I don't think we've heard the last of the evil Dr. R.
Is this really the end of Dr. Robotnik? Be here next month for the awesome conclusion. Ah! Okay. So Princess Sally number 3. Because all of this is wacky now. Now I have no idea which ones came out when. So now we're in June, which seems more correct, but hold on, before I do that, I'm going to check the next issue to see when this came out. Because we might have to read this first. May. Okay. Well, fuck it, I guess. You want more? Okay. Gotta start work. All right, Mac, take care now. Do I happen to know who Waffle Pone is? I do not.
That guy in the shadows just got blasted by that bot. Wonder who he could be.
I can make out a big head and a belly to match. I'll give you one guess.
Wow. Couldn't even be more than an issue, huh? What the hell?
That's funny, Sonic the Hedgehog. It was sunny and clear skies just a moment ago. Now it looks like there's going to be quite a storm.
That's Mobius weather for you, Sal. Give it a minute and it'll pass.
Oh, this is the future again. Because there they are, or maybe that's them as kids? That's not their kids, is it? I don't know, dude. That's the problem. I think it is, because, like, Sonia has a necklace, right? I don't know. What's this? Sonic and Sally married with children? It's true, sort of. Check Sonic. Oh my god, okay. Ah, Spaziante. Okay, Spaziante. They seem to be streaming Mario Party, so there's an option on who to... Okay, yeah, sure, we can do that. It's getting tiresome.
Daddy, I'm scared. Everyone, get back! It's only only lightning, honey, and you're faster than that.
So this was a fucking lie, because he doesn't look like this in the future.
What the? Where did it come from?
Like, I know why, but I'm just saying.
What is it, Sonic? That can't be. Who is it, Mommy? That man looks mean and nasty.
You don't know the half of it, Princess.
Don't you know who that is?
Sonic, do you think it's possible Robotnik has somehow come back? Robo who, Mom?
He's gone, Sal. Finished. Kaput. You saw what happened along with me. Old Robobot is never ever coming back. What we saw was a weird freak of nature. I hope.
While King Sonic reassures his family all is well, the incredible surge of energy that flashed before him has been harnessed by an unseen force. Unseen, that is, by those who live on Mobius, far below the unusual craft that now orbits the planet.
It's been a long time since my senses detected such power. No matter what, I must investigate. In doing so, I may find a solution to my dilemma.
You can't. You... Where am I? What is this?
Oh, that's Oh. Okay. Why are we doing this? All right, whatever. Well, Fox, with the 5, thank you so much. What the? Isn't this that happily ever after future when Nicole was created back in Sonic Show in Your Face? Why is this place relevant to us? I don't know. I don't know. You're eating bourbons right now? What's bourbons? Robotnik.
Welcome, my friend. You are on my ship. It's been a long time since anyone thought of me as a friend. Who said that? What? Oh, it looks like me on some computer screen. I am you, or rather, you will be me. In simpler other terms, I am what's left of you. Left? What do you mean? And here I thought Snively was adult. Haven't you figured it out yet? Oh, and here I thought Snively was adult. Haven't you figured it out yet? This world is an alternate timeline from the Mobius, you know. You mean I'm in another dimension? Dealing with another version of myself?
Yeah, you don't remember that canonically happened to you, wasn't it? What the fuck is happening? I have no idea.
During my final battle with the hated hedgehog, I was left with little choice. I had to undergo roboticization if I were to have any hope of overpowering Sonic. I merely delayed the inevitable. With one chance remaining, I uploaded my core memory to the station that I had designed and built with other intentions in mind. Unfortunately, the station was far from complete. I may have saved myself from that fool Sonic, but at an unforeseen cost. Now all I can do is just operate the station's functions until my systems run down. All is lost. Never! You've only just lost another battle, as have I, but the war continues. Look at me. If you remember, I thought I was just obliterated. Instead, I was flung into this alternative timeline by my renegade creation, Eve. I survive and live to fight another day, and someday in your future, you will evolve to the next level.
I have no fucking idea. Hello. Mommy wants to see you, probably. Okay. It is doggo time. Oh yeah.
Instead,
I've already read that.
Right now, the clearest course of action is for me to return to where I belong, so that I may ensure that this time I win. Any ideas how I can jump onto the transdimensional highway to home?
That's just the transdimensional highway. Does that count as time as well, or no? Oh, excuse me. Here you go, Dar. I'm surprised you guys can't hear that. It's pretty loud. How big is Dar? You can tell she's not big. You're just curious. I think she's like 26 pounds, but I couldn't tell you like how tall she is. I don't really know.
Well, if I reverse the polarity of the phragostat and tweak the tolerances a tad on this doohickey, voila! Good luck, and may the force of evil be with you.
God damn. Not only is this writing like not great, but like the storyline is just fucking convoluted.
Easy with that, Sonic the Hedgehog! One wrong move and who knows what could happen? This stuff is still dangerous!
Come on, Rotor. It's only crates of swap-out parts.
Something's not right, Rotor. Robotnik may be gone, but Snively should be able to keep things going.
That depends, Princess, on how much information old Doc Robotnik trusted him with.
Sadly, they're closer to the truth than they realize. Curse you, Dr. Robotnik! I licked your boots like no one else. I was your lackey. Not even crab meat could grovel as well as me. And this is what I get in return. To think that Sonic has finally won it all. Oh, the pain! The pain! Huh? What's going on here?
Attention, freedom fighters. You think you may have beaten me, but I even haven't begun to fight back.
Okay, well, for starters, it wasn't the freedom fighters that defeated you. It was your own fucking invention, so you defeated yourself. Like, it was your own robot who did it. I don't know why you think. She chonky? I mean, she kind of chonky, right, Dar?
Huh? That's Robotnik. That can't be.
In fact, if I can't have Mobius,
Over there, Sonic! On that monitor!
neither will you. There must be some pre-recorded footage, like the dude from Saw. Spoilers for Saw, I guess. For my last act from Beyond the Grave,
Somehow I don't think I like this.
I will unleash my army of SWAT bots and other assorted mechanoids to totally devastate, demolish, and just plain turn Mobius into a wasteland.
Well, you did that before, and it didn't really work out, so I don't know why you would think that that would work now. Your shoes are pinching them, so every step you take hurts, and the baby is laying in a way that's hurting you too. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry, you're in pain right now. I mean, he literally he did that during when he imprisoned them all in cyberspace or his virtual reality world, whatever, and they still beat him. Like,
Get down!
We need a plan. We can't hide here forever.
Okay, you distract him, Sal, while I strut my supersonic stuff.
so did they just like find them in the underground like knothole base, or like what's going on?
Now let's juice.
Or well, maybe they were still inside Robotnik's base. Was it ever really established where it was they were? Maybe I just missed that, but like, I'm confused.
This is getting to be a tiresome habit these days. I'm a princess, not a sitting duck.
Well, this bird is just plain scrapped. Well, don't just
stand there admiring your work. There are more of them on the loose.
The hedgehog's work is never done, is it?
Sonic, behind you!
Well, if it isn't plumb ugly, butt ugly, and real ugly. Which is what we'll be if we don't put them down fast.
This isn't getting us anywhere. There's too much of them.
What we need is a better plan.
Over here! I think I have found the way!
Attention, Operation Wasteland shall now commence. Attention, Operation Wasteland.
Mon Dieu!
Oh no, what is about to happen?
Wait, I'm not the one you want. Go after Sonic the Hedgehog, you fools!
Operation Wasteland is now in effect. Directive: kill every living being. That includes, and especially, Nephew Snively. Destroy everything in sight. Leave no stone or hedgehog unturned.
Not Robotropolis! Everything else! Yes!
And now...
What's going on, Snively?
Dr. Robotnik, don't just stand there, sir!
I can't leave you alone for more than a few minutes, can I?
Deactivate them!
Targeting.
What? You dare aim at your master?
Yeah, eat laser fire, silicone breath!
They made of silicone? Or they have silicone? I mean, I guess I believe them having silicone more than being made out of silicone.
You better have a good explanation for all of this, Snively.
It's not my fault, sir. It's not. Something called Operation
Wasteland. Oh my, you imbecile. You must have uttered the necessary code words. Sonic has finally won it all.
How was I to know? You never tell me these things.
Aren't you aware of the third rule of supervillainy? The less the hired help knows, the harder for them to be treacherous.
And the less capable they'll be in the case of an emergency. You dick.
I see you're back to your old evil self, sir. It's so good to have you back. You big doof, motherfucker. Fuck my mom once.
Yes, and I can see I'm going to have to act quickly if I want to have anything to come home to.
I can bowl him down over like 10 pins, but I'm having trouble getting strikes. There's just too many of them, Sal.
Everybody, clear out!
We're cut off this way.
Try down the other corridors.
They're finally going to get there, sir.
That's just the problem, Simley. If I don't stop all of the destruction my SWAT bots are causing, there may be nothing left for me to control. Therefore, as much as it pains me, I am forced to do something I know I'll live to regret.
They stopped.
I know. You're getting some, don't worry.
What do you think, Rotor?
It looks like something or someone deactivated them, Princess!
Never mind that! Let's go while the getting's good!
Can you imagine if that blue-furred boob knew that he owed his life and generosity of his greatest enemy?
Actually, Snively, your question translates into an excellent strategy. Letting Sonic stew over that thought should cripple his ego. You hapless hedgehog! Aren't you the least bit curious who it was that saved your bacon?
That voice. It could only be old Robo-Butt. But Tails and I saw you get zapped into smithereens.
What you saw and what happened are two totally different realities.
No, they're the same. He saw it happen, and you are now back. That is all happening within this reality. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm very much alive and kicking, and I wanted the satisfaction of seeing your face knowing it was I who saved your miserable little neck, even though you don't even have one.
So what do you want from me, a medal?
Just you realizing that your fate is controlled by me is victory enough today.
That'll be the day, Robo-Puss.
Don't listen to him, Sonic.
The game is over for now. You may leave through my door.
But it was work. Like, it was. I get that he might have had to deal with the brunt of that too. But he was winning. Like, he could have just let the robots kill Sonic, and then deactivate them after they kill Sonic. And, like, be in his own little fortress where, like, nothing is gonna get to him. Like, none of the SWAT bots are gonna get to him. And then just, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Hello.
But next time,
Will be of my own choosing, Hedgehog, when you least expect it. There has been no gain. There has been no loss. We shall live to fight another day.
So that was just to help establish that he wasn't dead? Okay, whatever, I guess. Sonic the Hedgehog and Tails' nighttime story, where he becomes a knight.
Tails!
And she doesn't have a jacket again. Because, fuck it, right? Like, nobody can cross-reference anything. You love this characterization? Interesting.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, racing to the rescue! Ooh!
You found someone else we could rate. Okay. He doesn't want to win that way. It was just a contingency plan. Fair enough. That's fair.
Please put yourself in a holding position, Tails. It's bedtime, not playtime. Sorry, Sally. I was just pretending to be my hero, Sonic. Look at him, he's gorgeous.
You're a hero.
the tales from your hero Sonic.
Sonic's life is non-stop fun and excitement. While sometimes I get on in the action, I mostly stay here and get babysat. But Tails, you are a baby. You're 10. Sonic's life is filled with danger and hard work.
That D looks straight up like an O.
It only looks fun.
I guess not compared to the other O's, but...
It only looks like fun to you. There's an old Mobian saying, never wish to be someone else until you have fought in a battle in his armor. What does that mean? I'll explain with a fable. Once upon a time, in ancient Mobius, there was a real cool knight known as Sir Run-a-Lot.
I think I've seen this frame before.
Oh boy, just like Sonic, he runs a lot too! Sir Run-a-Lot was famous for his brilliant blue armor, which was kept highly polished by his loyal young page, Mortail. Oh!
Wait till I take off the armor off, Mortail.
Sorry, boss! Oh, he's just like me for real, for real! It's awesome!
An old Mobian saying, isn't that equivalent to saying, like, this is an old Earth saying? I think you're right, yeah.
Mortail would follow Sir Run-a-Lot everywhere as he went about his nightly duties. I'm following Sir Run-a-Lot everywhere he goes about his nightly duties! Sure could use a horse, though! Mortail watched as Sir Run-a-Lot bested the king's enemies with the greatest of ease.
Okay, Mortail, you can turn the page now.
So that's what I'm called a page! I get it now!
He's writing a book while fighting us. What a novel idea, clink clink.
He watched as Sir Run-a-Lot was showered with gifts from the townspeople.
Have a bag of gold.
Have a turkey. Have a real turkey.
Whoa!
Okay. Why not Lancelot? Because that's too real. And he watched as Sir
Run-a-Lot won the hearts of the fairest maidens on Mobius.
Yo, how about some privacy, eh, Mortails?
Sorry, boss. I just like to watch. All of this made Mortail very sad, for he longed to be like his hero, Sir Run-a-Lot, instead of a little insignificant nobody. Hey! Oh, I wish I was Sir Run-a-Lot. I wish.
That's kind of, like, not cool. Not gonna lie, like, when the hero or the protagonist of your fable, and you just, like, call him, like, yeah, he sucked. He didn't matter at all. But you know what? We should listen to what happened to him, because it matters. It's just, like... there would never be a canon character called Lancelot. And he surely wouldn't have one of the most difficult fights in the series. Oh, I never told you guys. I actually did end up doing that fight and got 5 stars. Did I ever tell you guys that I did that? I totally forgot. Yeah, I did. I can show you guys if you want after stream. But I totally forgot to tell you guys about that.
And then, one fateful day in Merry May, or maybe it was in July, Sir Runalot went on vacation.
Later, Mo. I'm flying to Club Medieval.
Leaving behind his suit of armor for Mortail to polish. Why can't he just get it dry cleaned? Because we have machines to do that nowadays. Oh, it's just for cloth? That's lame. That's stupid.
This issue starts out sequence of extremely important events. Remember Robobotnik? Yes. I do remember Robotnik.
Suddenly, Mortails was struck by an idea. Glunk. This is the perfect opportunity to try on Sir Runalot's armor. I'm sure he won't mind, he said to himself. This is Hey, what are you doing Sir Milan for? But when he put it on, wow, I feel just like Sir Runalot. Ta ta ta.
Sir Runalot.
Sir Runalot. They think I'm the one true King Sir Runalot.
Could you do us an eensy-weensy little favour, Sir Runalot? If you do it, I will shower you with gifts.
You gift certificate.
And I will shower you with kisses. Gifts? Kisses? Oh boy, fear not, I will help you. Oh, it's a terrible Sir Runalot. Mortail decided to pretend to be Sir Runalot and have some fun for a change. Oh, this way, Sir Runalot.
It's just a tiny favour.
The evil Sir Nightmare of Robotania wants to take over the kingdom. We want you to throw him out. Throw him out?
Where is this so-called champion of Mobius, Sir Runalot? I want to meet him face to face, or mace to mace.
There he is, old Iron Belly. Sir Nightmare wore a suit of armor weighing 100 pounds, so he needed a magical horse.
Bring me my steed.
Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't make it into this panel, just my nose did.
Charge!
He needed a magical steed, a magical horse. Wouldn't Runalot have told everyone he was going on vacation? Yes. Yeah, I think everybody would know about that. Dude, what a steed. Look at him. This is very similar to Nameless Zone's shtick of Tails being out of his depth. Yeah, it does suck.
No way! There's been a mistake! How's Sir Runalot in this armor? Mortail was no match for Sir Nightmare. Oh, I tripped! Oh, fuck! I've fallen! Oh, shit!
Now I've got you.
But I'm not Sir Runalot! I'm Mortail! A little insignificant nobody, see?
Yeah, what is it with, like, this being Mortail, and then in the Nameless Zone we had Moraine? Does that mean that, like, there's a version of her that's just like Rain?
It looked like the end of Mortail.
Coward, I recognize your blue armor. Prepare to.
Yeah, but he always wears his armor, like, with the faceplate up. So, like, do people not know what Sir Runalot sounds like, either?
When suddenly... Sir Runalot, you're back!
Yeah, I forgot the airlines haven't been invented yet.
Who wrote this one? Don't tell me this was De Cesare. Please don't tell me this was De Cesare. Oh, come on, Angelo, you're better than that, man. You're better than that. You're better than this writing, man.
I only have one bad thing to say to a bad knot like you. Good night.
I could have written this comic.
I'm sorry I wore your armor, Sir Run-a-Lot. Please take it back.
Actually, Mortail, I've discovered that I can run a lot faster without the armor. And so, Mortail realized that being a hero was not always fun, and he lived a happily ever after. Now, Tails, do you understand the moral of that story? Tails? Tails? Where'd he go?
I'm out here, Sally.
Huh?
I took Sonic sneakers while he was sleeping. Now I can really play Sonic. Thanks for the great idea.
Next time I'll stick to fairy tales.
Yeah. I'm glad that nothing was learned. Should we just go for the next one? How many pages is this? Is this also like 20? It is. Sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. Oh, yeah. This one. Oh, this fucking comic. That's right. Isn't this... What did Dan say about this? He was like, oh, God. This one might be my favorite comic cover yet. Yeah. There you go. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Because why not? Princess Sally. Number 3. And then next we have Sonic the Hedgehog 23, I think? Yes. This is hot. I don't care if you're... this is hot. Like, right? Call me a furry all you want. That's right. That's what he said. That's right. Hello. Sally's comic is a big Amogus game. I'm friends with Game Reps. No. What's my favorite song? It fluctuates. I still think that like Danny Don't You Know is probably my favorite song. But it really depends on like what mood I'm in. This is the issue that makes everyone hate St. John. Okay. I'm ready, I think. Well, no, I'm gonna be really mad, but like, I guess I'm ready. Cadets race to stop their enemy's most devious scheme yet. One of the many outstanding qualities Princess Sally reveals in her capacity as Commander-in-Chief of the Freedom Fighters and spearhead of the resistance movement against evil tyrant Dr. Ida Robotnik is swift, sure judgment. The combination of this attribute with her ability to take decisive action regardless of personal cost, contributes to the Freedom Fighters' success as a team. While her troops play out their appointed roles, only Sally sees the big picture. To lead effectively, she must retain their trust and respect, for in a war there is no room for hesitation. When she gives an order, it is to be carried out. No questions asked, no answers given. Their loyalty must remain absolute at all times, or the cause is already lost. Entrusted with the lives of her charges, the young princess wears the mantle of leadership stoically. Often called upon to make tough choices by virtue of her rank, she longs for the day when peace and prosperity once again reign over the planet Mobius. But until that day, she will fight to free her people, and they will fight courageously by her side. The Journals of Princess Sally Acorn.
The assault on Robotnik's facilities went more or less as expected. Dylan, Hamlin, and St. John played out their roles in this affair, with explosive results. The last of the targeted energy substations had been destroyed, though not without cost. Arlo had been injured upon arrival, and although Penelope remained behind to protect him when the raiding party arrived, they were gone. The others were rightly concerned, but the most important part of the mission still lay ahead. With Robotropolis defense system compromised, we prepared to strike. St. John had wandered off, presumably to scout the terrain ahead. After all, it was anyone's guess what awaited us within.
I'll put a socket at your rusty old bucket of bolts. Deadliest of the species conclusion. Profound advice, princess. Oh.
Save your breath, Hamlin, and concentrate on staying alive.
Profound advice, princess, which we should all do well to follow.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized access has been achieved in Sector 76. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Repeat, terminate with...
What's wrong?
They're returning our fire! This way! Duck and cover!
While I recognize the need for speed, princess, perhaps staging this assault with our unit at half strength was a less than inspired command decision. And without Jeffrey...
Jeffrey? Ha! The original Mr. Useless and a coward besides. Just like the guy to cut out on us when the going gets rough. Who needs him?
We do, Hamlin. St. John saved your life, remember?
Yeah, sure, you keep reminding me of that, but you never remember the time he tried to attack me for no reason. Convenient for you, princess, no offense. But what's he done for us lately? No!
Hamlin!
No! Huh? Who? Princess Sally!
Don't thank me yet, Hamlin.
I wasn't going to. You popped my arm out of its socket. It really hurts.
At least, not until you're safely...
I wasn't going to!
Targeting. Target lock acquired.
Out of the line of fire!
Oh, if there's one constant in this life, it's that we can always count on you, princess.
Save the compliments for later. We have a job to do. And, according to these energy readouts, our objective is behind door number 1.
And what are we waiting for? Or to exercise the common speech,
Woohoo!
14 minutes, 11 seconds. Unacceptable. You've kept us waiting, freedom fighters, and tardiness is a sin I find most difficult to forgive. Still, you are here now, and that, in the end, is all that matters. Did I forget myself? Introductions are in order. I, of course, am Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
G'day, mates. Welcome to the party.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey and Dr. Robotnik together? That means you traitor! You set us up!
Bright boy. Figured out all by your lonesome, eh? I'm impressed.
Not as impressed as you're gonna be, pal.
You want to go down there? Okay. Oh, dear God. Wish you guys could see, like, how full of hair I am. What's wrong, Dar? Did you not want down? What's wrong? You need to go out? You want to go outside? What's wrong? You want more apple? Is that what you want? Okay. What's Not Porker's actual name? Hamlin.
Not as impressed as you're gonna be, pal. Once I'm finished pounding you into the pavement.
That's enough! Get off him, Hamlin, before you get a face full of paint. For starters, we're both on the same side after all.
Princess, what are you talking about?
Dude, fucking based Hamlin, what are you talking about? You literally just saw that he admitted to it, and you're just like,
He's on our side. What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious, Cinnamon? The princess who stands before you is not the true Sally at all, but an incredible robo-duplicate. You see, there was no weaknesses in the Robotropolis defense system. Indeed, there never has been. The entire energy substation scheme was merely a field test for my latest, most ambitious creation, an auto-automation, a perfect robot duplicate of a living being in every way. Magnificent, isn't she? Only her creator knows for sure. And now that the first model has proven successful, I shall begin replacing the key members of your resistance movement. As for the genuine article, delivered to me by your associate rebel underground leader, Jeffrey St. John.
But that's not the... I'm so confused, dude.
I fear her usefulness has come to an end. What? This is impossible.
The princess!
No.
A feedback loop of insufficient magnitude to disable my robotization unit could not have occurred. Alas.
Unless the subject was already a robot.
Princess Sally.
The genuine article. We've been wise to your game from the beginning, Robotnik. Now come along quietly.
Okay.
Or make my day.
I think not, although I fail to see how you saw through my little charade. Kshunk, kshunk, kshunk. I never play without a brilliant backup plan. Stealth bots crawling up.
Stealth bots crawling out of the woodwork.
We're surrounded!
You want to lay down, Dar? Sorry. I got these out of the way. Lay down. Come on.
Ha 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 ha! Bid farewell to your freedom, freedom fighters. Having discovered my plan, you may have won the battle, but the war will yet be mine.
Click?
The floor. Now what?
You said yourself I was leader of the rebel underground, Doc. And here they come! Dig in, men! Secure the perimeter! And free those POWs! Arlo! Penelope! You're all right!
You want up? Okay. You didn't want down.
This can't be happening. How is this happening? No.
Wait, did I miss one? Hold on. Okay, I did. That was the beginning.
Believe it, Doc. It's as real as it gets. Hey!
Lieutenant Smiley, Commander Fleming, glad you could make it. Jeffrey, whose side are you on?
Ours, of course. But explanations will have to wait until...
Until eternity, Princess. St. John may have deceived me. But betrayal is a double-edged sword.
Self-destruct activated. Beep, beep, beep.
Have a nice life, my friends.
30, 29, 28.
What's left of it?
This place is set to blow. We've got to get out of here. Uh-oh. There goes our ticket home.
Any bright ideas, Princess?
Only one, St. John. That we better seek an alternative transportation first. And take them out. Everybody, grab an air car. And don't spare the horsepower. So much for Robotnik's robot duplicate production plant. He won't be making any more of me, or of anyone else anytime soon. Mission accomplished.
Could you back up and run that by me again, Princess? I don't understand.
Not surprising, Hamlin. I was in on the plan, and I barely understood it myself. But first, one final bit of business. In recognition of the extraordinary value displayed in the face of overwhelming odds, I hereby award you these battlefield commissions. From this moment on, you are all full-fledged freedom fighters, with all the privileges and duties the rank entails. Congratulations.
Wow!
I will reserve my thoughts for the end of this comic. That night,
Sorry I couldn't tell you the full story sooner, but secrecy was critical. Your reactions to events had to be authentic, or Robotnik might have suspected our plan. Robotnik had a deal with St. John to swap me for that robot duplicate. But St. John's true loyalties lay with king and country. He was a double agent all along.
Triple agent, technically.
After gaining my trust by revealing what he knew of Robotnik's master plan, we took steps to throw a monkey wrench into it. By activating the robot duplicate prematurely. With my robot duplicate given free rein to fulfill its programming, St. John was able to uncover the nuts and bolts of Robotnik's scheme, including the attacks on the next two energy substations, which were clever decoys devised to test the leadership skills of his creation.
Okay.
And just in case Robotnik had other surprises in store for us, we had to have a safety net, namely the Rebel Underground.
That's how he disappeared off the island.
Shortly after you left, they arrived on the scene. Then, after setting my broken leg, we literally dropped out of sight.
And by that point, I'd learned all that we needed to know. Next came the tricky part. I hauled the mechanical Sally back through the forest and swapped her for the princess in full monitor view of Dr. Robotnik. So far as the doc was concerned, this was the first and only switcheroo.
I'll reserve my judgment. For the end of the comic. Okay.
Which left us free to plot our next move.
That particular exchange corresponded with subtle differences, I noted, but failed to heed. The robot always referred to Jeffrey by his given name, while the real princess referred to him as Mr. St. John.
The robot also wore a different colored vest.
It's true. Check previous pages. Yeah, I noticed basically from the beginning.
With those exceptions, the mechanical Sally behaved in an entirely appropriate manner.
Oh. I guess that's still him talking.
With those exceptions, the mechanical Sally behaved in an entirely appropriate manner. She gave orders, made hard choices, even grieved, just like the real thing.
I know, Dylan. If St. John hadn't tipped us off, Robotnik's plan would have succeeded. The robot duplicate was flawless, but now we planted a seed of doubt in Robotnik's mind. He thinks we saw through his plan thanks to St. John. For all our sakes, we must pray he never discovers the ultimate truth.
What sense does that? No? No? What are you talking about? The Luminant with the 5, thank you so much. It's one of those, it's not as clever as the writer thinks this is kind of moments. Absolutely. There's so much about this that is not smart. It is straight up just not intelligent. Like...
For all our sakes, we must pray he never discovers the ultimate truth.
The next morning...
I really wish you'd reconsider your decision, Mr. St. John. Come back to Knothole Village with us. There's always a need for someone of your caliber.
I know, love, but the Rebel Underground needs me too. And I can do my bit for the cause here, by helping wage guerrilla war against robots' tyranny.
I understand. Will I ever see you again?
Perhaps, my love, when the war's over. Oh, and by the way, you can call me Jeffrey. Mwah!
We left for Knothole Village soon thereafter. Though Robotnik had not been vanquished, he had been deterred, which meant my obligations as a freedom fighter took precedence over more personal concerns. And what of my heart? Where once there was one, now there are two.
Oh, John is 21 and Sally is 16. Oh. Oh. I didn't know that. That guy. Thank you for the 1. I appreciate it. Frost with the 2. Keep in mind, Jeffrey's in his 20s. I did not know that. Okay. So what did I think of the Sally story? I thought that they were setting up for something better than what it ended up being. You know, like, oh, I thought he was gonna end up being the double agent and everyone was gonna be mad at him and Sally was gonna be like, oh, I was wrong, blah, 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 and like Hamlin was gonna be correct. But there are just so many questions in terms of like how the story played out, right? Like, for example, Gogs with the 550 thank you. It begins. Yeah. Okay, so for one, right? I kind of understand this part, that they only revealed themselves to them because they stayed behind and like Dylan's or whoever this character's Arlo, I think his name is. Why when Arlo's leg got broken, they showed up because they're just like, okay, well, we hadn't foreseen that this was gonna happen, so let's just save them, right? And the whole like your reactions had to be genuine so that Robotnik would buy like what was happening. It's just like I don't buy that because I don't think Robotnik really cared about these other freedom fighters. So like what would be the point for having them be fooled? Like why not just tell them from it, because here's the thing, right? The people that needed to be fooled, or the person rather that needed to be fooled was Robotnik, not the freedom fighters. Why would the freedom fighters need to not why withhold this information from them? You know what I mean? Like, oh, they say that the reason is because they want like their genuine reactions in front of Robotnik, but it's just like you're revealing your plan to Robotnik anyway. What does it matter whether or not the freedom fighters believe that this is a lie too? Guess Sally didn't trust their acting abilities. Well, right, but even if they sucked at acting, like what would that matter if they're going to give up the goat at the end anyway? And it's like there was something else that happened that I was like, that's a stupid. This. Hold on. So this swapped her for the princess in full monitor view of Dr. Robotnik. I hauled the mechanical Sally back through the forest. So as the doc was concerned, this was the first and only switcheroo, which left us free to plot our next move. But that's impossible when you originally showed Sally what the deal was. So this wasn't in full view of Robotnik's cameras? Like, you specifically brought Sally to the base to show her, hey, this is what Robotnik is planning. This is the robot Sally. You're telling me that this dude doesn't have cameras inside this fortress and isn't going to show that his secret agent is bringing the actual... Because as far as Robotnik knows, the plan hasn't been put into motion yet. So he's bringing in Princess Sally to show her, hey, this is what Robotnik's plan... This is what the plan is. And you're telling me that Robotnik had just no idea? He was just like, oh, interesting. Wow. Wait, why is Princess Sally here? Oh, whatever. The second swap was the one Robotnik saw. Right, but what I'm saying is, why didn't he see this one? Because he says, right, St. John was true loyalties lay with the king and country. He was a double agent after all. After gaining my trust by revealing what he knew of the robots, he took steps into a monkey wrench into it by activating the robot duplicate prematurely. So the robot activates, Sally, I guess, hides somewhere. They don't really go into detail. Or she goes into the pod, and Robotnik just doesn't check the footage for some reason of his cameras and isn't alerted to the fact that, you know, St. John and Sally are in his base. Because I get it. There's no protection. He said it himself, specifically for the reason so that, like, they could get Sally to, the robot Sally to do whatever the hell. Like, my point is, why, like, it's too convoluted a plan. So far as the doc was concerned, this was the first and only switcheroo. What? So this was the only time they switched. They didn't switch here. So is this the same time as this? Are these two events like the exact same? That's what I'm confused about. Because at some point, this Sally had to leave by activating the robot duplicate prematurely, and Robotnik just had no idea that this happened. Don't forget that Robotnik may be colorblind if he didn't notice the whole vest color business. Yes, because there's the thing, right? They could have... I feel like the whole changing their color slightly thing was for the audience, for one, but also was to justify, like, see, we were on top of our shit the whole time. We knew when it was the robot Sally, we knew when it was the real Sally, but it's just like, right, but that leaves you liable for us to say, okay, how did Robotnik not realize, right? Like here, right at the end, sorry, I'm going backwards. When they reveal the plan to Robotnik, and he's just like, yes, blah, 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 like that's the actual, like, this is the robot duplicate, right? He just straight up didn't know that that was a different color? Like... And also, like, why even have two pods if you already have a duplicate? That's what I'm confused about. Like, here, there's only the one pod. And also, just, like, Sally's... As a character, right? Like, what Sally sees in terms of, like, him being an attractive dude is something I also don't understand. Like... I feel like they just did it for the sake of drama, and this for the sake of convenience. Like, it's very convoluted. It's really not a good story at all. Like that one person said, it really is a matter of they really thought this was clever. They thought this was more clever than it is. It's really not. Like, there's a point where things become too complicated and just like not. Even if let's say that this does work, it's just like it's so messy that, like, it's not an enjoyable read. It's too convenient. It's too, like, well, what he didn't know is that, like, I knew. And what you guys didn't know is that I knew, too. And, like, I didn't do anything when, you know... Because that was the real Sally, right? Or, no, that was the duplicate, right? And also the whole, like, oh, she behaved the same way she would have anyway. That was something else that confuses me, because... When they first show up, yeah. When they first show up, the robot Sally tries to break them up. And you could say, like, oh, that's part of her, of trying to convince them that he's the good guy, when in reality they're trying to be convinced that he's the bad guy. But it's like, don't you just catch more? I feel like you would get them in on it more if you just presented him as a good guy. Like, why do you have to present him as antagonistic in the first place? Like, I don't know. it's complicated, because, like, he could be on their side, right? They're already accusing him of being a traitor. So, like, if he's supposed to be a double agent for Robotnik, would he not then find that suspicious? It's like, oh, we want to make him seem as legit as possible. And I get that he was with Sally, which is what, like, it's just this constant feedback loop, right? It's just this constant feedback loop of, well, if this was the plan all along, why did you do this with the other characters? And why did this character want for you to present yourself like this? You know? It's just so confusing. You probably wanted to go to trick your enemies, you'd first trick your allies type of thing. Yeah, I guess, but it's just like, if they were on the same side anyway, that's kind of what I don't understand. Like, you honestly could have let them in on it, and nothing would have changed, I feel like, personally. Especially because, right, in the first run of this comic, or in the first story, the animals aren't even with Sally anyway. The freedom fighters were left behind. They say so themselves. So it's just like, how important were they to this operation in terms of infiltrating Robotnik's base when Sally kind of, I mean, yeah, sure, right? Like, Sally did protect them mostly. Like, what did they even... I feel like she could have been able to do everything that happened on her own. And this, I don't feel like this works. I don't feel like this works. This just doesn't work. And it's not just because Jeffrey's kind of an ass. It's just like, I didn't feel like they were building up to this. Like, well, the second I saw them holding hands here, I'm just like, oh my god, we're really gonna do this, huh? And yeah, like, he's grooming her, right? I get that. That's fucked up. But now, I don't really think, because Sally's being genuine, right? Like, Sally's emotions are genuine. So the fact that she feels torn between Jeffrey and Sonic kind of seems, no offense, but that kind of seems shitty on Sally's part. Because, like, Sonic hasn't done anything wrong. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I really, like, this whole page is just ass. This whole page is just like, I don't know. Just blame Penders. I mean, I guess so. I guess this is, I don't know. This wasn't, it wasn't fun. It was frustrating, especially because, like, both Sallys defended Jeffrey a lot, and it's just like, okay, you realize that this is just a kid, right? Like, you're scolding Hammy boy, for trying to protect himself and for trying, like, pointing out and calling out his bullshit, and you're just like, leave him alone. You know, he's part of the good guys, and it's just like, okay, well, have him prove it then. He saved my life once, sure, but he only did it, like, after he tried attacking me. Like, I feel like him attacking Hammy was, like, unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary. Because you could say, oh, it's to, like, really drive the point in, right? That it's to drive their distrust. But again, it's like, if the point is to not trust him and then have him believe at the end that he was Robotnik's lackey, well, no shit, they're gonna believe that. It's just like, oh, yeah, that checks out. He was a dick the entire time. That doesn't surprise me. This isn't a twist. And then to have it be like, no, he was a good guy the whole time. It's just like, okay, then why was he a dick the entire time? What was the point? I don't know, dude. It's just stupid. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, you're a good guy. That doesn't mean you're a good guy. Yeah. Man, it begins. All right. Well, let me show you guys before we head out. Ayan, could you prepare the name, please, of the person that we're going to raid? I want to show you guys my successful 5-star attempt with Lancelot. Where is Sonic and the Black Knight? Sonic. And the Black Knight. Here it is. Frost! Thank you for the 5. Oh, this might be loud. Hold on. I'm going to turn this down because this might be loud. Are you truly a knight? You look like... Okay, so I believe this is... The first attempt is not a 5-star, but the second one is. Imagine you forgot to hit record. Ugh. I would have been so fucking upset with myself if I had done that. You found 3 more options? Okay, that's fine. This was supposedly to see if Sally can handle her own against Robotnik. Pender doesn't understand the character of Sally and add Jeffrey as the hero. That's also really shit. Like, Sally is more than capable of doing it, and I kind of wish that they had just shown that. This was after, like, many attempts, by the way. This was not, like, not even close to, like, my first attempt or whatever. I really had to learn the mechanics and, like, what works. Because I had to record footage of this for myself anyway, so I figured, like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I played every single mission. I had no idea there's so much more post-game in Black Knight than there is. I had no idea. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I got hit. Because after a while, I was just like, okay, how close can I get? How close can I get to doing this well? So, like, I took the hit here, took the hit there, and I'm like, I can do this. I can do. Why does it sound so low? It's because I lowered it here. Let me. That better? I think that's better. How many attempts did it take? I don't know. I wasn't counting it. It took a lot, though. I took a lot. The whole auto robots thing. What? You think the 3 options would be better because Wealth Opponent is pretty popular? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Let's do some of the smaller ones. Why not?
Behold my ultimate power.
I think this is my successful attempt. So what I ended up doing a lot was trying to, like, get him in the air, because I felt like that's when I could attack him most with the Soul Surge. There was also a power-up or something, I can't remember what it was, that, for a medal. Some customization stuff that, like, makes getting Soul Surge easier, I think? And I was like, oh shit, well I wish I'd known I had that. I had no idea. And then, like, once he goes back, you can't attack him, so I had to make sure that I timed that correctly so I could jump over him, too. Oh, no, it wasn't that, sorry. It was, like, have your shield break less easily. And I was like, that would be great, again, for this fight. I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea. Like, if I didn't have that power-up, my shield would have finished already. Nope. And it was also about knowing, like, when to attack, when to shield, like, when to do all this shit, and it was just... Jesus Christ. Dude, this fight is stupid insane. He does not let up. I was like, okay, this is my chance. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. So yay, I did do it. And it was pretty damn cool. What, Dar? Come on. Wired in a movie. Yes. So, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Aura. That's the canon difficulty. Is it really? I would say that that's true. Does this game use a nunchuck? Yes. And also, I found out something else when I was playing this game, which, if and when I ever do everything wrong with this video, or this game, I mean, I want to bring this up. In the post-game, there are missions that require you to do a kick move that the game never explains to you. The game, it might be in the manual, I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, it might be in the manual and I just have no idea, because you never use it ever at any point during the base game. It's never required. No GameCube controller? No GameCube controller. And there's a kick move where, like, if you home in on something, and instead of using the Wii remote, right? So, like, you homing attack by, like, flicking the Wii remote. Instead, you flick the nunchuck, and he kicks an enemy. And the thing is, you're supposed to use it on, like, little electrical balls, and the game never explains it. Because I was, like, stuck for the longest time. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I literally can't do anything. No matter what I do, I'm going to die. And so I had to look it up, and it's like, oh yeah, just flick the nunchuck. I'm like, what? So, like, if you flick the nunchuck, the character does a kick move that kicks the electrical ball, and, like, it blows up anything in front of it. And it's like, what the fuck? And you only have this mechanic in the post game, which is stupid. Okay. Need to go do some stuff. I have to go do some stuff too. So who are we? What are your options? Did you mention who they are? Quote Balrog, who is playing Frontiers mods. Supalink playing Mario Maker. Different playing Smash. All right, let's check out Supalink, because I know we've rated Balrog before. Let me look them up. Yeah, wow, game. Thanks for telling me that. It's unavailable pre-game. No. You can do it pre-game, but the game, there's never a reason to. Like, there's nothing that makes you need to use that move. And the game just never explains the mechanic to you.
Close one.
Okay, let me put on my headphones. Take care, chat. I'm glad you had fun. I hope that you all had fun, as always. I will see you guys tomorrow. I do have things to do, but go raid this person. Have a good time. Send them my love. You guys have yourselves a good rest of your day. Take care of yourselves and each other. As always, I love you. And take care. You're almost done with the count on the video. Nice. Send it to me when you're done. You feel free to, like, send it to me on Discord or something. All right. Bye, everybody.